When hinges creak in doorless chambers, and strange and frightening sounds echo through the halls.
The biggest, scariest Halloween party in the world.
I want to go trick-or-treating.
There are 3 telltale signs that Halloween has begun in Orlando. The Dollar Tree has stocked all of its Halloween merchandise.
Trick or treat, smell my feet, give me something good to eat.
Target has begun to shelve the Monster cereals.
Here we come, trick or treat.
And Halloween Horror Nights
The biggest, scariest Halloween party in the world.
has begun at Universal Studios. Zombieland Double Tap, Vikings Undead, Rob Zombie's Hellbilly Deluxe, Vanity Ball, and the Anarcade. These are the 5 all-new scare zones, all-new nightmares included, of course, inhabiting the streets of Universal Studios, Florida for the 29th incarnation of Halloween Horror Nights. Universal's annual Horror Fest is best known for its houses. These are meticulously detailed walk-through mazes, some based on movies such as Ghostbusters, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, Us, and Universal's classic Monsters, where characters pop up from every nook, cranny, and corner to startle the crap out of unwary guests. Unfortunately, the houses involve long queue lines and murderously long wait times. So to round things out, there are the scare zones. These are normal streets like San Francisco, New York, and Hollywood, transformed into a horror scenario and populated with roving characters. Unlike the houses, there are no lines and no waits. Just show up and prepare to scream. This year, there are 5 of them. So let's go through the gate and experience them one by one. Well, our first scare zone is a little something called Anarcade. I get it, it's like anarchy, but it's arcade. Since it's supposed to be an 80s theme, so what can I tell you? Grab your quarters and try not to die. Moving right along, we're moving past the Classic Monsters Cafe toward the streets of New York, home to our second scare zone. Zombieland Double Tap. This is the only 2019 scare zone based on an actual film, and it's this year's most elaborate zone. Let's go kill some zombies.
Zombie kill of the week?
Yeah!
Until next time, remember, cardio, seatbelts, and a little sunscreen never hurt anybody. Wichita, where are you?
I don't think he actually killed the clown.
Right next to New York is San Francisco, which sounds geographically impossible, but in the Universal Universe, it's absolutely true. This year, San Francisco is the place for the second of two Rob Zombie-themed attractions. This one's called Rob Zombie's Hellbilly Deluxe. Let's check it out. Well, that was fairly pointless. So let's go on to a place called The Hollow near Central Park and check out some undead Vikings. Hey, they've risen from the grave to lay siege to Central Park, so don't piss them off or they'll get mighty Thor.
Somebody invited Ramsey Bolton to the party. I don't love
Hey guys, the room.
Heading down to Hollywood for the final zone. Here, the need for a surgical makeover has grown to ghastly proportions. Yeah, these gals will definitely keep you in stitches.
So what is this supposed to be?
Visit the surgeon. It's supposed to slice you up.
and they cut you off and they like make you more.
Nice try. I'm bored now. Fresh parts. Perhaps we can find some flowers amongst.
So all these people, these patients walking around are supposed to be the patients of this beauty college thing, right?
You're getting
And that's it for Halloween Horror Nights Scare Zones. A whole weird, totally disjointed collection of non-associated horrors ranging from evil plastic surgeons to The Walking Dead, disco dancing biker chicks, a rotting Leif Erikson and his horn-clad pals, and let's not forget the almost totally forgettable video game players on stilts. Now you must admit that some of the zones were better than others, but which, you might ask, was the scariest, the most atmospheric, the most creative, the most effective? In other words, which one was the best? Well, de gustibus non est disputandum. But, if you want my opinion, here's how I think they rate. At the bottom of the list is an arcade. Usually the zones in the Avenue of the Stars are the weakest, and Anarcade is weak even by that standard. The games aren't interactive, and since this zone is supposed to be representative of the 1980s, the characters make no sense. And why does one of them have a chainsaw? That's not exactly standard arcade fare. Well, we're down at the bottom. Number 4, Rob Zombie's Hellbilly Deluxe is almost neck and neck for last place. Nice eye candy with the dancing girls, but no scare factor at all. Oddly enough, like I said before, this is the second of 2 Rob Zombie-based attractions at Horror Nights this year, and the house isn't much better. Number 3 is Vanity Ball, which is heavy on show, but like Hellbilly Deluxe, light on scares. The creepy factor is off the scale, though, in this one, and that really counts for something. Number 2 is the Undead Vikings of Central Park. They don't make a damn bit of sense, but they are scary. And finally, the best zone this year is Zombieland Double Tap. Great show factor, great storyline, good old-fashioned zombie scares. Of course, this is no surprise. The New York area usually hosts the scariest zones. In fact, that's where I was for the 25th anniversary show in New York, playing a psycho. Well, that's it for this episode. Tune in next week when we do some pumpkin carving, only this time for real. Hey, if you liked what you've seen, don't forget to subscribe, and when you do, remember to hit that little bell so you get notifications of upcoming shows. Thanks for watching, and please share this video with all of your friends so that they can enjoy it too.